thriving or Bentley's Road. It's lit. This video is gonna be for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rise of Venus for the top of October 2025. Okay. Um. Yeah, I know what date it is. But anyway, look, this is maybe whatever I'm saying, it could have already happened or is going on right now. My returning viewers, thrivers, subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in, locking in, hitting the like button, staying from beginning to the end, telling all your friends, all your people sharing the video, and shit like that. Hit my Cash App and shit like that. I appreciate y'all. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. I post for all 12 zodiac signs every 2 weeks. Usually, I also do pick a cards and general readings, so tap in at the bell, right? That'd be swell. So you know when I'm on here. If you're interested in a personal slide to my DMs, then I got you. If you'd like to tip me, my Cash App's in the description box below. Okay. So Gemini. Okay, so look, listen. Anyone trying to hinder, any hindrances, anyone trying to contend with me, God, warring angels, ancestors, spirit guides, please, can you? Thank you. Without further ado, look, listen. In the intuitive messages, I wrote that I saw the sun a couple of times, 2 times really. Okay, I saw the sun in this karma deck and in this Nightmare Before Christmas deck. That's really all the intuitive messages that I wrote. So maybe something about happiness or something being seen or exposed or something like that. I don't know. But make sure you're drinking your water, staying hydrated. All right, and also align the mind, body, and soul. I trust you're doing well. It's a choice to make each and every day. Every moment of the day, I'm gonna talk to God. Okay. Look, listen, whoever likes to watch me faithfully, my #1 fan, look, listen, I appreciate that you in the front row seat. Like usual, look, your seat got your name on it. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. Your seat got your name, because you be part of the sisterhood and shit like that. Y'all enjoy. But anyway, at the present, enjoy my presence. Also enjoy the present, okay? That's what this is for Gemini. So I don't know if your mind is like, I did have some caffeine. So I don't know if your mind, Gemini, is zipping around like, you know, y'all ruled by Mercury. But it's like, I don't know. Maybe you think about the future or something. But anyway, let me talk to God. God, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, and ones that fuck with me at the highest ascendant white light. Thank you so much for sending me down here to do this reading for Gemini. So me rise of Venus, making sure we're all protected from low vibrational, demonic, oppressive energies. And we got clear, direct, concise messages. Much appreciation. Thank you for the clear audio and the clear visuals, Lord. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, so look, this is for Gemini, Sun, Rise of Venus. All hexing, vexing, hoodoo, voodoo, chanting, domination spells returns back to sender. In the name of Jesus, amen. Y'all so funny. Anyway, this is for Gemini. Top half of October 2025. Thank you, God. Thank you, warring angels, warring ancestors. I just seen a card in here that kind of remind me of the Lovers. Anyway, this is for Gemini. It just made me feel like y'all feeling like yourself. This is for Gemini, Sun, Rise of Venus. I'm looking at this sign that say A-N-L, and then I'm thinking about, you know what I'm saying? If that was an abbreviation for something. Use your conscious clues, but it feels like something freaky. I don't know. Take whatever I say as resonates. This is for Gemini. I don't know. Okay. It's feeling nether region-y, okay? But this is not, I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe the Netherlands or something region. All right, this is for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rise of Venus. First 2 weeks of October 2025. So Gemini, maybe you could resonate with a mother figure that's on your ass or something like that, because they obsessed. Somebody, look, motherhood. They press and obsessed with how you keep going. Look, endurance. How you keep going, and like something about your beauty too, okay? Whatever. You being yourself, the silky innocent. Maybe somebody didn't want you to be yourself. They wanted your beauty to be perverted. Even though it was divine sensuality, I feel like they wanted your shit to be perverted so they could sacrifice you. Okay, bitch, that's your reading. Get you out the way. This is for Gemini. The collective of Gemini, Sun, Rise of Venus, okay? First 2 weeks of October. Maybe y'all can relate, okay? Maybe that's just my story, all right? Oh, yeah, so Gemini. You could be like a messenger, right? And you put people on, okay? And whatever you put people on to, especially if you on the positive side of things, you put them on to like success and shit like that. Okay, this is for Gemini. Oh my goodness, see? I'm looking at guide, 3883. Maybe you're guiding somebody through something, God. A guide, a mentor, a trustworthy ally. And also maybe somebody was supposed to be a guide to you, but here's the thing, they either led you the right way or they misled you. Okay, either way. Misled, and then I was going to say leisure. 2772, maybe somebody at leisure time or something. Anyway, adrift. Letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. Okay, something about sometimes there's not that there's nothing to do. I feel like there's always something to do, but sometimes the thing to do is nothing. Like that is the thing to do or something. Take whatever I say as it resonates. Also, letting it be in a higher force's hands. Okay, maybe you're telling somebody to do that. Okay. Maybe you mentor people and you're telling somebody to do that. Oh, and that bitch just said and tell her let it go. What's that song? The Baddest. I think Future and Nicki Minaj. Okay, so let me get a house sign and planet card for Gemini. Give me a second. Oh, you got y'all friends? Y'all got on the phone? You got y'all friends? Because your favorite show is on. Y'all favorite show is on. You dig what I'm saying? Okay, let me see. Let it go. Okay. Okay, Gemini, maybe you could relate. Like, you're somebody's favorite show. Okay. It's giving, you know. And then I was going to say, why are you so obsessed with me? And you know, Mariah Carey is a Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, that just makes me feel like we're on par. Anyway, let me get a planet sign and house card for Gemini. First 2 weeks of October 2025. You could have been like, either because you know how they look alike a little bit. Maybe you do got a twin, Gemini, or something like that. Or you talking to yourself in the mirror, because it do look like a mirror image a little bit. They look like the same. But anyway, it's like, look, I can't even get any advice from nobody. What does God say about this? Or maybe you asking yourself advice because, like, you got the best advice for you or something. All right, let me get a house planet and sign card for Gemini. Or, like I said, you helping somebody out. Or you letting God move through you and you helping somebody out with whatever you're saying. All right, let me see. Drink some water. A little sip. Okay. I don't know, like, what? I don't really want to insult anyone, but whoever's watching this on the playback, and especially if you are a guide or you're a mentor, do you be feeling like people is like a little bit remedial, like a little bit like dunce a little bit, like it's like, nigga, you watching me is like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to hit the like button. It don't make no sense to me, but let me get a planet house and a Gemini card. But some things you just let it go and you give it to God, because it's like, you don't gotta, I don't need to understand what niggas is doing. Like, what? I don't need to understand what these niggas is doing. And maybe you're telling somebody that, like, what? Because sometimes people get caught up and be wasting time shit trying to figure out what's on somebody's biscuit. And it's like, bro. And I don't even be saying bro. So maybe somebody says that. Anyway, let me get a house planet and sign card for Gemini. First 2 weeks of October 2025. I took notes, right? And I keep seeing like the words, and I don't want it to influence this reading. So I don't know, but I don't know. Maybe something about being intentional about what you have around you, or something, and maybe not paying it too much attention. Okay, so Neptune came out in the last reading for Taurus. Let me get a sign card for Gemini. First 2 weeks of October. And then I was going to say October. And then I was going to say sober. Maybe somebody's sober. Or something like that. Maybe somebody's not. You know, in the last reading, I was saying that somebody's not sober. Like, and they'd be feeling like they're on top of the world. Like, they're doing something. And it's like, no, you just on one. Like, we reached double digits and these niggas just watching me. This is not television. This is YouTube. I can see y'all watching me. God see y'all with y'all chanting and your hexing and your vexing coming together to hate. And it's like, Test. Let me get a planet card. Let me get a sign card for Gemini. Let me get a sign card for Gemini. I see Libra though. Let me get a sign card for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. First 2 weeks of October 2025. Man, I thought this water gonna last me. Let's see. You see how this water is letting her, well, the water be helping me float, and but also this water, see how she's floating? Do y'all know how to float? I remember when I learned. I was kind of grown, but something about, like, yeah, letting it flow, letting it go. Let me get one card for, I feel like somebody wants to be, like, important. Okay, shout out to Tyler Terrell, but yeah. It's like somebody wants you to, they just want to get in your lane. It's like, look at me. It's like, bitch, I see you, move around. Like, bitch, go away. So let me get a sign card. I'm about to just pick one. This is for Gemini. First 2 weeks of October. I'm taking this one. Oh my goodness, 2 signs came out. Well, Virgo is earth and Aquarius is air, but it still made me feel like mind energy because Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Okay. Aquarius is out here twice. I'm looking at it twice, okay? I really don't feel like shuffling no more, my nigga. But it's like, I feel like taking both of these cards. But anyway, let me see. Something about the way that you're moving, right? I don't want to say it's robotic, but it's like you getting shit done with the Virgo and the Aquarius energy. Okay, I'm going to get to it. But look, I'm looking at 11th house Aquarius energy. For humanity's sake, for God's sake, give it up. Anyway, it says your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. Freedom, associations, your circle of friends. Okay. This doesn't say anything about change, but I feel like something about change. But anyway, I'm looking at Neptune energy, Pisces energy. The idolization of confusion regarding sacrifice. Inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. Virgo energy, methods for the healing power of, the analyzing of, resulting from the perfectionism of. That's why I said like robotic, but it's just like it's like you get A pluses on whatever it is that you're doing because you're well studied and you know how to like, some about experiments and hypotheses and theories and shit like that. Anyway, it says the serving, maybe somebody's into science. It says the serving of others, the details of do what you must do. Okay, so I don't know, maybe you sacrifice a circle of friends. I don't mean to like, take whatever it says, it resonates, okay? Because, I don't know. I don't know, maybe something about not dealing with people or leaving room so you dealing with people that God chooses for you or something like that. Anyway, I'm looking at your vision or people that's part of your vision. Your vision, what's new and different about, use an unconventional way, and genius to experiment with the discoveries of, resulting from the eccentricity of. I feel like whatever it is that you're doing is like you not looking up to nobody. You not really, I feel like you take your own advice, like you move how you're moving, or you give it to God type shit or something like that. I don't know. So anyway, I'm gonna get some tarot cards. I'm using the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. Y'all having a good time? Ooh. Look, Ace of Wands. Oh my goodness, this is for Gemini. Clear out any interference with these cards. I don't know. I feel like a little bit energy of like, tell them about themselves. But it's like, oh yeah, because what real friends would tell each other about themselves or something. I don't know, but whoever's watching me, studying me, like, they're not my friends. They're not my friends. They're confused admirers. But anyway, maybe you could relate. Like, you got confused admirers. Maybe that's what your circle of friends consisted of or something. Take whatever it says that resonates, okay? This is for Gemini. But I know Gemini is like known to be sociable. I think air signs in general. Okay, so this is for Gemini. And I was about to say, sometimes I feel like somebody's watching me. Okay, whatever. This mother figure, I mean, you wouldn't want me to call you out your name so bad. You want every reading to be about you? If that's not the case, then you in this Empress energy, Gemini, and you're moving forward and you getting shit done on your to-do list, okay? I seen the Hangman. Okay, so I don't know. It's like you move and God tell you to move. Because I seen the Hangman and the Ace of Wands. Okay, let me get three. Yeah, and something about you're the right person to guide people or something like that. A guide, mentor, trustworthy ally. Maybe somebody, I don't know, could be a mother figure. I don't know why it isn't. I don't know. I be feeling like should be like coloring the reading. And it's like, or like the perspective of the reading, like it be affected by who be watching. But maybe y'all could probably relate, okay? Because sacrifice is out here, okay? Whoever could wanted to sacrifice, maybe sacrifice your friends or your discoveries or your work or the way that you heal yourself, the way that you, because the way that you heal yourself, like you be putting people onto that, okay? Anyway, this is for Gemini. And maybe they didn't want you to do that, okay? Take whatever it says, it resonates. I'm looking at the Seven of Presents. Let me get 2 cards for Gemini. Ace of Swords. Let me get 2 cards for Gemini. Clear any interference with this card. First 2 weeks of October. You feel kind of sticky a little bit. I'm looking at the Lovers. Let me get 2 cards for Gemini. Oh my goodness, Temperance. I mean, does this person want to be your friend? Oh, I want to be with you. No, that's how I feel. Anyway, I'm looking at Temperance energy, Sagittarius energy, the Chariot. Okay, in this card though, it's like someone's mixing some potions and shit, and you see a skeleton coming out of there. Okay, this person could have tried to affect your food or your drink or something like that. I don't know. Maybe somebody's a lunch lady. I don't know. Now, take whatever that says it resonates, because that seemed kind of crazy, because that person, no. I feel like, look, don't run with what I say, because, well, it's about somebody affecting a lot of people with their food, okay? But anyway, take whatever it says resonates. I'm looking at the Page of Needles. Whatever, man, the peanut gallery. Okay. They could be, and then I seen the King of Presents, King of Pentacles, but they could be looking at shit, right? You see how this present is not colored? It's like whatever they got. The reason, now, together as a resonance now, you could be a guide, you could be a mentor for people, right? And maybe you help people, like, whatever it is that they got is like something about meaningful, something being meaningful because, I don't know, shit, yeah, it's because people be having shit that bet it's like, and it's like, what? I don't know. It just makes me it just makes me feel the energy of like, I could get that. It's like, what? You could have something that people can't readily get. Like guidance, that most likely you being able to guide people, either through you telling them something or through them watching you in your life and shit like that, or whatever. I don't know. Whatever they could get, okay, I don't know, or you putting people on intentionally or whatever. That's from experience and, well, I was gonna say wisdom. Okay, you don't have to experience everything to make the right decisions for yourself, but maybe you could have learned something the hard way or something. But anyway, I don't know. But let me get one. Yeah, so you can have ideas about that, and like that's the type of work that you do or something like that. And maybe somebody wanted to sacrifice that. Okay, but they didn't do, you know what I'm saying? They didn't do shit. I'm looking at the World's card, fixed energy, Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio. The world? Yeah, you sharing this with the world. And then they watching, whoever is a group of people, like, there's 4 people in here watching me. There's 3 people on this card. Okay. I'm looking at the 9 of Potions. Something about somebody's teeth. Okay, I don't know. I don't know. I'm looking at the Star card. Yeah, you could be in this, and then I'm looking at the Knight of Potions. You could be in the Star energy, right? You could be happy, and it's like, I mean, these folks is watching you, okay? And it also makes me feel like, because I keep doing the reading, but I keep feeling like, do they not know, like, it's a person? Like, is that, like, what? It's like, what? This is not TV where you could just watch and just talk your shit. I mean, you can, but whatever. Talking about this Seven of Presents for Taurus. For Taurus, for Gemini. Okay, and then I'm feeling like something about freedom fighters. Okay, maybe that's your circle of friends. For humanity's sake, for your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. And then I'm feeling like your future, whatever it is that you're doing. And then I'm looking at the Four of Potions. Well, there's a card flipped in here too. It's two cards. Let me look at this. Page of Presents, Two of Needles, the Devil. Somebody wants to, like, this could be somebody that knew you as a child, but it's like there was a devil in your life, and it's like they still want to be a devil in your life, and it's like you could get a life. Like, what? You could get a life though. Look, the Empress, man. I'm telling you, it's a mother figure. It's sad. Look, they're in poverty, father presence, or they feel left out. They feel abandoned. Okay, this just makes me feel like an energy of it don't matter how old people are. Okay. It don't matter how old people are, emotional intelligence is a thing for your sake and other people's sake. Like, something about raising kids. Who raises person? That's something about raising kids, and yeah, it's for you. Yeah, you want them to cooperate with you, and you want the household to be running smoothly, but it's also for humanity. They're going to be going out into society and shit like that, something like that. Anyway, something about the Seven of Presents. Take whatever it says resonates. This is for Gemini. First 2 weeks of October 2025. Some of the Seven of Presents. I just feel like if this is a mother figure like that and they studying your happiness and shit, because God chose you. They could have left you out, but God is like, I'm glad they did that, niggas. You guys some shit to do over here. Okay? And it just makes me feel like, I don't know. I'm looking at the devil. I was going to say something else. Whatever I was going to say, I really feel like it's not important. Okay? I feel like I'm just going to be lighting up somebody's mother and lighting up my own mother. Okay? But whatever. You know what I'm saying? I gave that lady to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? When I was like 17, she told me she gave me to the Lord. So, you know what I'm saying? I'll give you the same respect. Some of this seven of presents. But yeah, it's like somebody could be confused because they wanted to be on some demon time. Look, 5 of Candles. And they've been putting this work to fight. Now, I said freedom fighter. Now, this is the 5 of Wands. Now, I feel like you've been putting this work in and they've been trying to fight you every step of the way. Now, take whatever I say as it resonates, okay? Because to me, I'm not going to hold you. This feels kind of personal to me, but I don't know. My Mars is in Gemini, but this could resonate with somebody. Anyway, I'm looking at Empress, and it's next to the Death card. Okay, this person wasn't nurturing. This person is like they wanted to bring death to your life. And look how they look. I don't know. Now, this could be, the Empress usually positive. You dig what I'm saying? But anyway, Scorpio energy, Libra, Taurus energy, and I'm looking at the 6 of Needles. But you see how I sound just now? It's like this person is like, I feel a disappointment energy, and I feel like you wasn't acting how you were supposed to act. I don't know. Like, the fuck? Not like a mother. If this is a mother, look, Ton of Potions, somebody family. Because what you're doing is not just for you. Now, you could have kids or you could not have kids, but whatever you're doing, it's not just for you. It's for humanity's sake. And somebody wanted to get in the way of that or something. It's like they want attention or something. But whatever it is you're giving to the world or whatever, they could have a part of that and they could sit down. What the hell? Anyway, I wanted to get in here. You got a contribution to make to society. I think I did a short about that. Okay, so, oh my goodness. Just stay like that. Stay like that. Yeah, and this person could have also, just because I'm 25 minutes in and I see two people in here, one like, I feel like they wanted to like make shit harder. And I don't know about y'all, but when I got into the real world, whatever that means, okay, when I got outside or whatever, I felt like the world is not as strict as I thought. Like people is growing and people is fucking up. I didn't know that was an option. Like I didn't know people could do that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, somebody could have want to apologize to you, but your angels, your ancestors, got you away from this person because they wanted to fight you and they wanted to be chaotic and shit. But you went to calmer waters, okay, and you were in this Wheel of Fortune energy. All right, let me keep going. Some of this father candles for Gemini, Aquarius, Pisces. I'm talking about this five of candles. It's like, I don't know. I was gonna say this person. Some of this person's inner child and your inner child, like they wanted to fight your inner child or something like that. And it's like, I'm looking at what I wrote. It said, let it go. Okay, Ace of Swords. I think that was Ace of Swords. Anyway, some of this five of candles for Gemini. Oh. Any black magic being projected towards me returns back to sender. Disarm the enemy. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Some of this five of candles. This five of candles. Why they want to fight? Nine of presents. Looking good, smelling good, everything good is all there. What happened? No, check again. You thought? No, check again. Yeah, you see wrong. Anyway, look. I'm looking at the Strength card and the Knight of Candles together. Leo energy. Fly by night energy. Not getting it. In lack. Abandonment. Not getting no money. That's how it make me. Hello, Five of Pentacles. What else? What else in me? And look, the Ace of Presents is at the back. And the Seven of Needles stealing and sneaking around and shit. Trying to get this big blessing from God. Okay. Usually you need the strength to overcome some devilish energy. Now this could be about some promiscuous energy, like somebody promiscuous and poverty, like they feel like that go hand in hand or something. I did some other reading and I wrote that. But they should be allergic to each other, to be honest. Promiscuity and poverty. Okay, so unless they was trying to do their hocus pocus, look, because with the Temperance, and I feel like this is the only way to what? And I feel like for them to influence others, for them to have ideas and shit, okay, or something like that. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they feel like the devil is going to give them a gift. They're going to get a gift from the dark side and it's going to help them in the material world or something. But it's like, I don't know. Somebody as above, so below. So I don't know. Somebody that came from hell or came from shit and it's like, nigga, that's what it is. In the 3D or something. I don't know, man. Talking about this Temperance for Gemini. 9 of Potions. And the 9 of Needles. Because I felt like something was... Anyway, 9. 9 of Potions. I was like, something's up. Anyway, 9 of Potions, 9 of Needles. Now, somebody could... While you're happy, someone is simultaneously having sleepless nights. Now, they could have been doing a hocus pocus to want to swap some shit. So that you having sleepless nights and they're happy. And they have you in a stalemate and shit like that. They have you in a hangman position. I'm looking at the Queen of Presents. There's something about you knowing what's your energy and what's not your energy. Or maybe something about you cleansing your energy. Temperance is usually like earth angel energy. Somebody could be in a stalemate or they could be having sleepless nights. Because they wanted people to be confused about who you are. Or some shit like that. Now, the Queen of Presents is next to the Tower. The Queen of Presents could be like a wife energy. It's next to the Tower, though. Right? It's also next to the 8 of Cups. The Tower's next to the Eight of Cups. I feel like you walked away from this person. Okay, it could be a wife energy, or this could be your mother, or there was a wife or something. I don't know. Take whatever I say as a resonance, okay? I'm looking at the full card. They was dumb. Okay? They didn't factor in, like, what if you jump? They was like, oh, like, I'm gonna do this plus this equals this outcome. But one of them variables was you. And then you take that out and it's like this plus, dang, I can't do what I was trying to do, because either you went on your leap of faith on your journey, or this person don't feel that smart because you had to do something or you had to be a part of something. And I feel like you're a part of your own shit. It's like, what? Talking about this temperance. I don't know, Gemini. And then I was going to say, maybe somebody says, what, chicken butt? I don't know. Maybe somebody's child. Y'all used to say that when y'all always show. Anyway, what is this? 4 candles. 6 of potions. Page of potions. This is somebody nostalgic. This is somebody in your family, most likely, because I'm looking at the Ten of Presents. And it does give like emotionally stunted. It's like whatever happened to them at a young age is like they're at that, whatever happened to them like traumatic is like they're still at that age, but they're grown. And then I'm looking at the King of Presents and the Strength card. The Knight of Potions. This person wants to apologize to you. I don't think they want to apologize because they're sorry. I think they want to apologize 31, 40, 51. They might feel like it's the thing to do because they need to get you back in the equation, because how they going to get what they need to equal some shit. Don't do that. Okay, so look. You spending time with God is bringing justice for you. And also, you staying out this person's way is bringing justice for you too. Okay. Yeah. King of Presents. It could be an entire family, and you could have to have strength because some type of temptation. Out here peeking is the Four of Presents. The Four of Presents. Okay, Four of Presents is like, well, trying to hold on to some shit, but you see it's like little cheese and shit. So it do give like breadcrumb energy. It's like they trying to do what they can to reel you in. Maybe it's some type of, in the guise of family togetherness or some shit. Yeah. This is, I'm also looking at confusion and sacrifice. So no, I wouldn't do it. But anyway, look, I wouldn't do it. And then I see the High Priest is like, that's my opinion, but nope. Yep. Because God said, the Hierophant, as I saw the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups, is like you walking away from that soulmate, you walking away from that family towards walking up to the sun, hand in hand. We'll be walking up to the sun. If I rule the world, if I rule. Look, for humanity's sake, I'd free all our sons. I love to love you, baby. I think that's Nas, and will be Nas and somebody else. Anyway, the Nine of Potions, Nine of Cups. Yeah, you letting this person, they want to mix their hocus pocus. They want to mix their potions. It's like, nigga, do that. They could have also went to somebody they feel like they know how to confuse somebody or some shit. But I'm looking at the Five of Potions. Like, this person is in despair from their own magic, the Magician. It do feel like this is all they got, but it's like, dang, like, find something else. Look, go within, the Hermit, and find something else. I was going to say find something else you're good at. But anyway, I'm looking at the Queen of Candles and the Lovers and the Three of Presents. This person pressed to work with you and your energy. Take whatever I say as a resonance. So this person could have been working with their energy, like, I want to say without your permission. Like, you could have been working with this person, and I don't know, they could have been benefiting off of you, and it's like, you could have not been aware, or I don't know, you was confused about some shit. But anyway, something about this Nine of Potions for Gemini. The Tower. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, let this person do it. They would leave them to their own devices. There's this Key Glock song, and he says something about if they hate and let them be. Like, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna say? What you gonna like? Let them be. Let them do their thing. Like that's what they do. Stay out of it. That's not your business. Do y'all heard like, oh, like somebody's opinion of you is not your business? It's not. You know. Instead of being like, oh, why they said this about me? It's like, what? You said something about me? Like, what? I'm flattered, bitch. I didn't say nothing about you. Like, maybe I should say something about you. I feel bad now because I don't even know your name. I don't know. I'm looking at the Queen of Pentacles. And the Empress, yeah. This could be a mother figure or a wife figure or somebody like something like that. And it's like, this person, it do feel like a little bit entitlement. Like somebody put this person in some type of space where they feel like they got it. Girl, you got it. But Five of Presents, but it's like they really grasping at straws. Like they really got nothing for real. Look, Page of Needles. Because they too busy watching. You can't really do shit and watch and you know what I'm saying? Watch too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, this person could be mostly a consumer and they don't be producing stuff. And you could be a producer, you be making shit happen, you be making shit happen and you be making shit happen and they want to stop. But you know what? It's because that's their role, whatever they be doing shit. Something about the dark side. Anyway, some of this world card. First 2 weeks of October 2025. So you started a new cycle and somebody is sad because they're trying to find a different way to, I don't know, affect you, be a part of your story. I feel like they want to be a part of the new chapter, a part of the new book. And it's like, because this is the chapter where the bread comes in or something like that. Anyway, take whatever as it resonates. I'm looking at the Empress and the Star. But you know, me personally, I don't feel like this could be, like I said, this could be a mother figure or a feminine energy that's older than you or something. They felt like there was a boss to you. And it's like, me personally, as a grown woman, I don't really feel like they should stay in the same vicinity because, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you've grown, you know how you like shit. And it's like people, I don't know if I got this from somebody or I could see this and I seen that for real in life. But it's like, who's the queen of the house? You know what I'm saying? That's the issue. There's an issue because there's only one queen in the house. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I feel like you opening up a new cycle and shit. And whatever it is that you've been discovering, your vision is new, it's unconventional. You putting people on, you putting that work in. You putting people on. I don't know if you're trying to get them to see your vision or it's like, look, listen, I already got into one of these doors. Follow me or some shit. I don't know. Or some shit like it's a good idea. Like people want to see, people want to enter new cycles and new worlds without, and I feel like, I want to say like without traveling. Because like I said, like, or even with traveling though, traveling the world. But I was going to say, you know how people could be in the same room and having different realities? It's the whole point of being in the reality that you want to be in. Being in the state of mind that you want to be in. I seen this book, and it says something about like attitude. Like your attitude is what you can control. You can't control people or what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Some shit you can't control what's going on. You gotta give it to God. And it's about your attitude. And then I'm thinking about this Fab song. I think it's called Cold Summer. And then he said, in the end, I think he said, it's, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you could stay down when I'm paraphrasing, but something about the sunshine. Like, yeah, it's lit, the sun is shining. You know what I'm saying? But can you stick it through the rain until the sun comes out again type shit? You know what I'm saying? Itsy bitty type, spider type shit. Anyway, let me see. I'm looking at the Six of Presents and the Eight of Presents. There's presents. Something about presents galore. You've been putting that work in. And somebody could have been trying to stifle your flow. But now, since you ended them out in that cycle, now your flow is like unclogged and shit. That's how I feel. All these presents right here. But also, it is like it's about to be holiday season or some shit. In America, anyway. I'm looking at the Three of Needles. Somebody's heartbroken that you're being given to, and I feel like it's your just due. You be putting that work in, and you be putting new ideas out that's helping people live their lives and shit like that. What's wrong with this person? Anyway, I'm looking at the Queen of Needles and the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Needles. So I don't know. They could be saying something like work out in your favor, work out in your fortune, and I don't know, something about prudence with the Queen of Needles, Four of Candles. Something about your household, how you live your life. How many people does it take to screw a light bulb? I just feel like this person had a lot of people helping them or some shit like that. And you could have been doing some shit dolo. But like I said, well, I don't know if I said this, but the star card is out here. Aquarius energy is like, I mean, I might have said this in a different reading, but like something about you lighting the way. And it's a solo dolo mission. And like I said, well, I don't know if I said this, but the Empress is only one Empress in the deck. And I felt like this person, I don't know, you know how people say like in their mind, like this person, whether somebody's playing with a full deck or not. And then also something about, I'm looking at justice. Like this person was trying to be the Empress in your life. Now this, like I said, this could be somebody's mother though, for, and I guess maybe they was or whatever, but I don't know. This person wanted you to be on some all hail the queen, and it's like, what? So in front of an audience and shit, 3 of potions. I don't know, them and their friends. I'm looking at the Emperor, or I don't know, this would be family or something. I don't know, mother and father. But anyway, talking about the Empress for Gemini. I'm gonna wrap this up in a second. All right. First 2 weeks of October 2025. Talking about this Empress card for Gemini. Maybe you're showing people this. You showing people how to be a mother. You could be a mother. All right, savor that last lick. But you could be a mother. You could be showing people like, oh, like helping people with their kids or something like that. You could be like on the internet. And you could be a star, you could be on television or wherever space that you're in. It's like you're an example. People be coming to you for advice. And it be changing their world and shit like that. This could be your job. This could be your work. Life's work. I'm looking at the 8 of Candles. 8 could be significant. This could be where your money's at. You're talking about where the money reside. Where the money reside. Anyway, look. 8 of Candles. 8 of Wands is like fast motion. Oh, you got motion. Oh, look, 3 of Candles. So your ships is coming in and shit like that because you're not trying to destroy people's lives. This person still want to apologize to you so they could destroy your life with the Tower. They trying to conjure some shit. They trying to conjure some shit with this with the Pisces Neptune. How the kids say Delulu? That is Delulu. Anyway, look. 8 of Needles. Yeah. 8 of Needles, 8 of Swords in your head. In your head. And I feel like this person been marinating too long in the head. You see how I got this no-brainer? It's a brain with a crossed out. It's a brain crossed out because it's like some shit you don't need your brain to make. I mean, you need your brain to make decisions. You know, you do want to bring your heart and your brain. But here's the point. The point is not overthinking. And I don't know. It just makes me feel like overthinking, you might make a decision that you was not going to make. Like, what if you spent your time thinking about some shit and it's like, you don't need to make no decision about whatever this shit is at all. It's like, you could just leave it where it's at. It's like, what? You got some shit that is a no-brainer. You got some shit that you already know that you focused on and shit like that. I don't know. Somebody could want to bring you something to like look at and focus on. And it's like, no. Some of this Empress for Gemini. Okay, did I say I was wrapping this up? Some of this Empress for Gemini. I appreciate y'all tuning in, hitting the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new. All right. Post for 12 on the sides every 2 weeks. I also do pick cards, generate, so tap and hit the bell. That'd be swell. Okay, if you want to send me that, my cash is below. Okay, so yeah, so you know that this is a big difference how this Empress is coming out, because clarifying this Empress is the 9 of Potions. Okay, you could be showing people how to choose themselves and be the main character of their own lives and be happy in their own lives. What's wrong with these people, man? How they be moving? Y'all don't be seeing them cemeteries, and how they be? I don't know, my Scorpio coming be, you know what I'm saying? It might sound morbid, but it be looking like stadiums. You see how it be people and they be alive, and then it's like, what? And then they could be not be alive. Like, nigga, that's me, that's you. Not yet, but you know what I'm saying. What's that song by Drake talking about? I don't know. Something about not yet or something. Something about, I'm paraphrasing, but something about like not yet, because maybe legend. If I'm a legend. I'm the youngest nigga rapping. Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. I'm the one. I think that's the song, but it's in it anyway. I didn't say the part though. In the song though, he says something about, I don't know, like doing some shit. And it's like, I gotta do all this shit, like, I don't know, something like you're not done. Like, you're not done putting it work in 8 of Presents. Whatever it is that you're doing for humanity, it's for humanity, putting people on to listen to God. Listen to God with their ears. They could hear him. They could see him putting people on. So like, what? They don't gotta go to people that's could be trying to give them advice to mess their life up. Or even if somebody gives you advice to mess your life up, it's like you could hear it and be like, you could look at who's talking to you. Like, what? Especially if they want to put you onto something. You never asked them. Like, you never said, oh, I need help with this. It is like they want to give you some advice. It's like, nigga, I never asked you anything. Leave me alone. If I ask you, that's different. But if I don't, and you want to give some advice about some shit that you ain't never did, or some shit, and it's advice you can't even use, it's really criticism, then you know what I'm saying? Disregard. Oh my God, I keep dropping these cards. All right, this is Gemini. Portal of light. Gemini, it is only this physical reality that is bound by time and space. You are a conscious being on levels beyond the physical world. You know that. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. Maybe somebody felt like maybe they wanted to tell you was going to be ungrounded. Or you was going to be, oh, like your mind is going crazy. Like, what? Don't listen to this person or something stupid like that. Anyway, you are, but here's the thing. Even when I get on here, whatever I say, it's like, this is what I have to say. Y'all do what y'all want. You know what I'm saying? You can fuck what I'm saying, or you could not. Like, I don't really care. This is what I have to say. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Or this is what I'm letting God move through me. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is what, and then me personally, I feel like I could learn from anyone. I feel like everyone could teach somebody some shit. You know what I'm saying? Could put somebody onto some shit. No matter what they got going on. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, though, it's like you learn what to do. You can learn what to do from a person or what not to do. Whatever. And, yeah. Anyway, portal of light. Where was I at? Because I'm not reading the whole thing. You are guided to work with your healing powers beyond the confines of time and space. You will not become ungrounded through such spiritual work. You are not leaving your earthly connection behind. You're merely adding to it. Also, if you could be a guide, you could be a spiritualist. Maybe somebody wanted you to feel, especially if somebody was trying to destroy what you got going on, they could have been wanting you to feel like, oh, you doing a spiritual shit, like it's gonna mess up your physical reality. Look what you're doing, or some shit like that. But that's not what's going on. You could really be like, with this guidance, you guiding yourself, or you guiding other people, or you're in tune to receive guidance or some shit like that. It's like you really got like the guidebook while you living your life and shit like that. And I feel like somebody didn't want you to have that, because some people live in their life and they don't got no guidance. They don't got, I was gonna say they don't got nothing, but I don't know. Somebody, whatever it is that you're doing, somebody wanted to feel like it was not a good thing, but it's an excellent thing. That's how I feel. I feel like you, instead of getting an A on your assignment, you get an A plus. It's like, what? Y'all on two different times. This person want to destroy some shit. You want to shine with this star card. You know what I'm saying? And show the world what you got, your vision or something like that. Something about your work. I don't feel like this is just you, what you want to do. I feel like this is, because this is major arcanas, and there's ain't no way around it. This is what you do. This is what you do, or some shit like that. Anyway, that's the reading. Thank you so much, y'all, for tuning in. Appreciate y'all. Peace out, and later on.